Hello and welcome to another episode of our World War II weapon guide. In this episode, the M30 Luftwaffe drilling rifle. This weapon was a survival weapon used by the Luftwaffe in case the pilot crashed, having a double-barreled shotgun on the top and on the bottom an extremely powerful soft bullet round, and if it fired by a person it would be considered a war crime due to the lethality of this weapon. Since this weapon has two forms, a rifle and a shotgun form, we're going to explain both at the same time. And for damage, it is high for both. You'll be able to kill within 1 to 2 shots in each form. But with the rifle, you'll be able to kill within the head, neck, chest area, and the arms. The ranges are different too, and are pretty lethal. The shotgun form has 6 to 11 meters, and up until that you'll be needing 2 shots or more to kill. And with the rifle form, it's 37.5 meters. But 37.5 meters, you'll be only to kill up from the head, neck, chest, and the upper portion of the arms. Your penetration is from low to high, shotgun being low, and the rifle being high. Rate of fire on the shotgun is going to be slow, at 150 rounds per minute. Or, with rapid fire equipped, it's going to be 159 rounds per minute. One of the slowest in the game and in the category. The rifle form doesn't have a rate of fire because of it having 1 round. Your hip fire, however, is low for both forms, meaning you can take down opponents at point blank ranges with both forms. And if you aim down your sights, the pellets will be increased greatly, which means you can take all 8 pellets and aim out onto a target, and even at longer ranges too should you wish. So for optimal effectiveness, you could be aiming down your sights if they're outside point blank range. Recoil is going to be moderate and won't be a factor in either success. Every time the recoil settles, you're either going to be reloading or it's going to settle down so much that it's not going to be a factor within the next round. But your aim time, however, is going to be slower than average at 250 milliseconds, and your speed is lightning a foot, much like any other shotgun, at 100% of the base speed. Magazine size is very low for both. Being a triple-barreled weapon, the shotgun has 2 barrels and the rifle only has 1. But with your shotgun, you're going to have 10 extra shells in reserve, totaling up to 12, and with your rifle, it's going to be having another 5 rounds, totaling up to 6. Your reloads vary too. If you have the rifle or 1 shotgun shell to reload, it's going to be a moderate and very slow 2.5 seconds. And if you have 2 barrels to fill up with your shotgun form, it's going to be a slower 3 seconds. So, if you're going to be firing a lot, you are going to be reloading for a long time, which can be a problem and will get you killed much often. So be in the back as much as you can, and try to be in cover as much as possible too, and let your teammates do the work. So this weapon is pretty unique, having a rifle and a shotgun form. So we're going to try to use our build to combine both, from going from shotgun to rifle in different scenarios, and being effective at point blank and medium ranges. And first up, the Reflex Sight is a decent idea to have, but since the iron sights are pretty clunky and it really is pretty bad when it comes to the rifle bullet too, you need something a little bit better, so the Reflex Sight will help you across longer ranges. The rifle bullet again is going to be our other point of form, so you can switch from shotgun to rifle within milliseconds, and you'll be able to kill people at longer ranges and have a little bit or a really good one-hit kill zone. Other ideas, you could use the quick draw handle or steady aim to tighten your hip fire. So our basic training is going to be based on reactiveness, and hustle is a huge must for the Luftwaffe drilling rifle. You'll be needing this every time you're going to be needing a reload, and thanks to it you're going to come back into the fight much more often than not. But if you prefer the longer reloads and if you want a little sidearm on your side, Duelist is surprisingly a good idea to have. If you're wasting ammunition on your rifle and shotgun form, you could use a pair of dual pistols as your weapon. You could choose any of the weapons, or basically any of the pistols really, from the P08, 1911, machine pistols, or even the 9mm SAP. You'll also have a little bit more ammo too on the side, so that you can really help get another weapon in case that happens. Another good idea too can also be forged or primed, depending on your preference. So, for divisions, we're going to have to forego expeditionary, because you can't use your incendiary shells if you're using the rifle form. So, assault or airborne or maybe resistance are all good choices. But with assault, you could use this with the rifle form, and you can have more ammo on the shotgun or even your duelist form too, depending on your preference. Airborne is more good when it comes to an aggressive class, so if you don't want to use the rifle bullet form, you could use the shotgun as that. And for resistance, it's good when it comes to both forms, especially if you're going to have the 6th sense area or side of your minimap going off on you. And the scrambler too would be a good idea too. And for equipment, always use, well, basically you can use all of them, but the S-mine is a good idea to have to cover your rear, or if you're going to be using your rifle form at least. And always use a pistol as your sidearm. So in conclusion, the M30 Luftwaffe basically has two forms. You have a shotgun form which has lethal range, and you have a rifle form which has the same power as the Lee Enfield. It has a tighter pellet spread if you're going to be aiming down the sights within the shotgun form, making it very lethal at longer ranges, much like the combat shotgun. And you'll be able to kill not just from at point blank ranges, but medium ranges too, thanks to the rifle form. However, it is incredibly tricky to use. It has a below average aim time, a very limited magazine, and you have constant and slow reloads to take care of too. So be aware of your surroundings at closer ranges, and make sure to have your pistols on you at all times in case something fucks up. And this weapon will be a good reward for you if you're going to be very careful, and it's one of the more underused weapons within the game. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and be sure to look at my Facebook page down below. And I apologize that this video is long, since we had explained two forms. And for our next episode, we're going to go back to one, with the Lee Enfield. Until then, GalacticStorm saying, keep charging, bitches.